WCCSradio.com. Good morning. Glad you're with us here today. Happy to welcome into the studio this morning as well a couple of guests who've made it in on this cold, wet day. Britt Bloom is with us, Maddie Birmingham as well, and our visit this morning presented by Marcus and Mack, voted Best Law Firm and Best Personal Injury Lawyer 3 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. Indiana County Young Life. What in the world is that? Have you ever heard of it? Good morning.
Good morning.
It's good to have you both with us this morning as we talk about Indiana County Young Life, which is pretty darn active. I was looking. My goodness gracious, you guys are, you're kicking it here.
Thank you. Yes.
So tell me about it. Tell me what it is. Tell folks what it is and what the reach is.
Do you want to do the mission statement? Or?
Yeah, Young Life is an international ministry, would you believe it or not? So we're just one chapter of a local, broader ministry organization, and our goal is to introduce adolescents to Jesus and help them grow in their faith. So that's our goal in this county, and we have ministry for middle schoolers, high schoolers, and college students. So middle school, Young Life is called Wildlife, which we just started that last March.
Also appropriately named.
Yes.
Let's say that again.
Appropriately named. It's wildlife.
Yes.
They are wild.
And then Young Life for high schoolers, we have it at Indiana High School, United High School, River Valley High School, and Marion Center High School. And then we have Young Life College for IUP.
Okay, so you do get into all kinds of different levels of young life. And you know, the fact that you're able to get into schools, folks might be surprised by that, but certainly we've got a welcoming environment in a lot of our schools.
Yes.
Yeah, and it depends on the school. So I've been at United High School for like 8 years. We're on staff, so our job, I'm the associate director, she's the director. We're to direct the ministry. Under us, we have 33 volunteers, which are then split into teams, and each team kind of takes ownership of that high school. So what's sweet about that is every high school is unique. You kind of feel out the culture, what the students want, what the schools want, need, allow. So I know with Indiana High School, a lot of our leaders are volunteers. They'll serve at the mini-thon. They'll serve at mini-thon. They'll help out. They'll clean up tables. But at United, we're not. Sounds illegal. We're not allowed in the school. So like I often sub. We'll do coaching around. But we are like very much working with the administration in what they allow, what they're comfortable with, and then we just want to like help them out because we're for the students and they're for the students. So mutual agreement.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that works. With younger folks, the youngest of the folks that you work with, how do you do that?
Yeah, so our wildlife team is awesome. They've done an amazing job with building relationships with a lot of the middle school parents. So we prioritize that friendship and relationship to ensure that their kids are safe and cared for, and they have permission from their parents to come to wildlife events. So, but it's the same model across the board. Like our goal is to build friendships with students, and then introduce Jesus to them that way and provide mentorship. But we love students regardless of their response to the gospel, which is really cool. So
and I would guess that there's a big swing when you get to IUP then.
It ebbs and flows. It's funny. There was this one year, a year ago, we had these massive groups. We got in with the like multicultural students, so we were getting like 40 or 50 like multi-ethnic South American students were just coming to all our events. You just reach like, we have track students, nerds, jocks. Like this, just like, it's really sweet of like,
it's a melting pot.
It's
sure.
Ooh,
it's cool.
Great word.
It's really
That's
cool.
exactly what it is.
Did you have to learn Spanish in order to?
No, man.
A couple of them were trying to teach us some Spanish.
It was the fun. They were only here for like 6 weeks, and so it's just like they were here and gone. It was like this poof of dust. It's like, did that happen?
Yeah.
It was like they would just start. Once one of them found that it was fun, and we'd do trivia and play games, play bingo, give them food, talk about Jesus. They're like, oh, this is really cool, and all of a sudden they all arrive.
Yeah.
Which I mean, you're not going to get that at the high school. It goes really back to the uniqueness of the ministry. When we say introduce adolescents to Jesus Christ and help them grow in their faith, the idea of introducing adolescents to Jesus is like, what does that look like? So we're not associated with a church. We're a parachurch organization. We're ecumenical, so that means we're for Protestant kids, we're for Catholic kids, we are for Orthodox kids. We're for Jesus and giving that to them. So it's really based off relationships and friendships. So we'll go in as coaches, just as friends. It's like a spiritual big brother, big sister mentorship. And you'd be surprised just how many kids are missing mentorship or like deep friendship, deep relationship. That when you actually walk in and ask them how they're doing and you sit there and listen to how they're doing, it's unreal, just like the connection they long for.
Yeah.
And that's across the board. So that's middle school, high school students, and college students. Once they actually know that they're cared for and legitimately loved, without telling them the gospel, that my care for you is like Jesus, and I'm not here to shove religion down your throat. I'm not here to convert you. I'm here to love you and hear you.
Yeah.
Man, people love that. That's why we're at 6 schools. It's why there are students coming around. It's like, I think we have like a legitimate message and a legitimate way to do it.
Yeah, that desire to be cared for, as you say, to have somebody that listens. That's a big thing. So you've got something coming up, a donut dash?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a 5K. I'm just trying to think which part to say. The reason we have that 5K is our niche, as the area director before us, realized people love donuts and not everyone wants to run, but everyone likes to eat donuts. So come walk this 5K and eat donuts, and then if you want to run it, you can run it. It's a legitimate 5K. Like you can use it for qualifiers. But it is like, so that's just to get the community involved. But all the money we raise from that, from corporate sponsorships, from donors, from people signing up, all that money goes towards students to try to get them to camp, which we do every summer. It's to like help fuel the clubs if people need supplies, if you want to have money to take kids out to lunches, coffees, dinners. It's really just money dedicated to students. So that's where all the proceeds go.
Yeah.
All right. So it's when and where?
This Saturday, April 12th.
Oh, this Saturday coming up.
Yeah. Yep. This Saturday, April 12th. You can still sign up. But it'll start at 10 a.m. At the practice fields behind Miller Stadium on IUP's campus.
Oh, okay.
So the registration tables will open at 8:30, and there's still time to sign up. So everybody can go on the Run Sign Up website and just search Donut Dash, and it should pop up, and then you can register.
Is the course, does it stay in that area?
It's
or
mainly
does it go throughout campus?
it's mainly around IUP's campus, and then there's a portion that goes onto the Hoodlebug Trail and then back. So I posted a picture of the course on the race's website, so it's on there that people can check it out.
And how many donut stations are there along the way?
Yeah, that's a great question.
We have 2 stations on the course, and then a final donut station when they cross the finish line to receive their victory donut.
So on the actual course, you can stop and have a few bites, and then off you go.
At your own risk. Please don't do it if you're a runner. It's like,
I'm picturing others, because you don't generally see 5Ks where there's a cigarette station along the list or anything. But there's a donut.
There is a
station.
donut.
There's a donut station.
Well, we have
Nice.
trophies for everything, and one of the trophies, we're trying to figure out what do we do with all these extra donuts. So we made this trophy, most donuts eaten.
Yep.
So then you have people coming
okay.
through, and their goal is to eat as many
the most
donuts. So they are not runners. They are 14 or 15 donuts.
Might I suggest an edible trophy? I'm just saying.
That would be
That's
awesome.
a great plan.
There you go. All right. So for people to sign up, you said the website. So you actually have a website.
Yes, if you type in Run Sign Up, and it'll take you to the main page, and then there should be a search bar that you can type in Donut Dash. And then we've also posted flyers around the county, mainly around Indiana. So if you see a flyer, we put QR codes on them, so you can scan the QR code and sign up that way too.
So the website itself is
Run Sign Up.
runsignup. That is the
.com.
one.
Yep,
Okay.
runsignup.com, and then you just search Donut Dash for that.
And then many of the local Young Life, so like United High School, Indiana, they have their own like Instagram pages, sometimes Facebook. It's like if you look, Indiana County Young Life has a Facebook. Most of our associated high schools will have individual pages, and on those pages are also just direct
The links to sign up. Yep, on Facebook as well.
So that's not so hard to do, because I'm looking at a website that says IndianaCountyYoungLife.org.
Yes.
And that's you?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. That's our
website.
That's our website,
That's
which we
sort of-
can't unfortunately link like other links to
the
that
run.
website.
Yeah.
So
But still, I wanted to get that out there so
Yeah.
that folks,
Oh,
folks know
absolutely.
that they can go there and they can find out more about you, who you are, what you do,
Yep.
and how they can become involved.
Yeah.
So there's some United kids right there. I recognize some of them. All right. So there you go. It's Indiana County Young Life, and the 5K is coming up this Saturday.
this Saturday,
This
yep.
Saturday. All right. So if somebody is listening today, and particularly for those groups that aren't associated with a particular school, but they want their kids to get involved, or they are kids and they want to become involved, what should they do?
They would probably one seek out like the closest Young Life to them. That's the beauty of it. It's pretty fluid. I have United kids that are sometimes more comfortable and have more friends at Indiana, or they're cyber schooled in Marion Center, but then they live close to Indiana or some other way. It's really just you are allowed to totally find the closest Young Life to you and reach out to those leaders or reach out to us. And depending on where you're comfortable, depending on where you're close to, if you don't have a Young Life at your school, absolutely, like go seek it out because we're probably trying to start at your school.
Okay.
Yeah. We have they can look us up on Facebook, and we have a contact button on there. Our email address is indianacountyYL@gmail.com, and they can send us an email that goes directly to me. So if you're interested about starting Young Life, getting your kid involved in Young Life, you can reach out to me there.
It is Indiana County Young Life, and the 5K is coming up this week, but get to know them at the website that we've been mentioning. Brett Bloom, Maddie Birmingham, thanks so much for coming in to visit with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. Fox News is coming up next at the top of the hour. And then it's news from the WCCS newsroom with Josh. We get into our next hour when we will have visits this morning from the author of a new book ranking the top 100 golfers of all time. It is the first day of the Masters, and so I thought it was appropriate to have Michael Arkush on, find out who he thinks is the greatest golfer ever, and his top 5 might surprise you. That'll be coming up right after the news at 9. The Indiana Theater visiting with us at 9:45 this morning. Indiana in the Morning, always presented by First Commonwealth Bank. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. It's 8:57.